And we continue on with the Real Estate Radio Show featuring Chris Lofthus of the Chris Lofthus Group at Keller Williams Realty, Boise. Again, check out Chris's site at chrislofthus.com, or you can call 350-6228, 350-6228. And don't forget the secret list. It's no longer a secret, Chris. Everybody knows about it. And I just got a text that said, I think that's a great idea. How about, somebody's listening to us online, how about can out-of-staters access that? I guess the best thing for them to do is call you. You want to make sure they're serious, but how would you do that if somebody from out of state wants to reach out?
Yeah, they can reach out. I think I would say the best way to do it is if you get online and you look up chrislofthus.com, Lofthus, and you'll see the tab on the right hand side there. It says secret list, and you can go on there and fill out your parameters for the what you're looking for.
All right, now you and I live in the great state of Idaho. You bring your Jeep to work, I bring my bike to work. There's a lot of good things we take for granted, but let's remind folks, on a Saturday, getting ready for a little college football, mountain biking, fishing, whatever, just a quick reminder of, hey, this really is a great place, and tell your friends about it.
Yeah, and I always, you kind of take it for granted a little bit, and you kind of forget, after I've been here, if I've been here for going on, my sixth year now, and you discuss, just the type of stuff that you were talking about, being able to ski, during the day, come down and golf, and there's just so many different aspects living here, whether it's, mountain biking, hiking, the rock climbing, rafting, kayaking, you can go on and on from, the camping so close and snowmobiling to like you said, the golfing as well. But there's so many aspects to living here that are the weather's so mild. And you talk about, we'd even discussed traffic, Dave, and we discussed getting around, for example, getting around Ada County and how easy it is. You can get anywhere within 30 minutes or so.
Yeah. Now, as I guess I'm a native, nobody threw me back. The traffic, I like to say, man, the traffic's really bad at 7:45. Yeah. And then you remind me, yeah, Dave, but it goes away and it's not here anymore. Come live in San Diego.
Sure, right on. Yeah, and that's the thing, too, is people move here. You just don't realize when you start talking about the West Coast people that move here or just south of here that move here, and you talk about the traffic that they deal with compared to what we deal with. People have been complaining about Eagle Road, but for the most part, I think once we get all that kind of buttoned up and wrapped up, I think it's going to be fine. And I think that, overall, the growth is going to be really good for the local economy. And, I feel this shift with people, and I feel them getting, more confident in what's going on around here.
All right. And Annette wanted us to mention there's an event, a benefit, in essence, for Camp River Run, which really appreciated everything with Camp River Run. I think it's really cool you guys are going to promote this event. Yeah,
a colleague of mine asked me if I'd mentioned on the air, and it's called Fashion Victims Ball. It's October 13th at Mardi Gras Ballroom. It does proceed. The proceeds go to the benefit Camp Run and All About Kids. Tickets are $15, and you can go to www.gofundme.com.
Yeah, that's gofundme.com, and that's October 13th. And, anything we can do. I mean, Chris, I think that's your philosophy. You live in the community. You're part of the community. That's what this show's about.
Yeah, we discussed this, and Matt can even touch on this. He's been around a long time, and we kept him for this third segment. For example, I coach my son's Optimus football team out in Eagle, and you talk about being organized. That the opening day, and we discussed this a couple weeks ago, but I want to touch on it again and how impressive it was to watch how organized that whole thing was down at BSU, and not just there, but the background checks on the coaches, and it's all about keeping the family safe and the kids secure, and like Mac said, a really wholesome environment for the kids. And Mac, you've been around a long time, and it's just such a great place, huh?
Right. And so this weekend I was down on the Greenbelt, and I was walking past our new kayak park, which I think is a huge asset to Boise, and there's probably a small number of people who kayak, but I don't. But man, I just enjoyed watching them playing in the water. There were some surfers in there, some body surfers, and it was just a great community event. Yeah,
it's very cool, and I've heard a lot of good stuff about there too, because we have the property right there, the waterfront district. You probably saw it across the bridge there. We market that property for Riverside Homes, and it's such a cool thing, and they just keep adding really cool stuff to Dave. They start adding all this stuff it just keeps this positive push for Boise.
Yeah.
Well, there's no better place in the world than Idaho and in the Treasure Valley, and those of you that live in the Magic Valley and the Snake River Valley, we're pretty darn lucky. Hey, Max, since we did keep you on, tell everybody your website one more time, would you?
It's www.innovativerockandwater.com. lofthus.com.
All right. And Chris, tell folks how they can reach out to you. Start with your website.
Yeah, our website is www.chrislofthus.com. That's Lofthus. And you can reach out to me, my cell phone, 514-5003, anytime you want.
And you can call the office at 350-6228, 350-6228, and that will go the A's of Z's from if you said, hey, I'm interested in listing, I'd like the guys and gals to come out, or I wanted, whatever it might be, a purchase, to the secret list, or just to follow up on the show. Chris and his team, they are awesome. Well, Chris, a great show as always. What a thrill to meet Mac and hear what he does, and I guess I'll see you next week. Would you be willing to throw my bike in the back of your Jeep as we head home?
Absolutely.
All right. So long, everybody. Have a great weekend.